The effects of NAD boosters on aged rodents have been described in the medical literature as profound, dramatic, remarkable. Treated mice had increased physical activity, improved vision, strengthened bones, while delaying or preventing muscle loss, hearing loss, cognitive decline, and ovarian aging. Benefits to nearly every organ and system have been documented, including improved artery function, brain function, heart function, immune function, kidney function, liver function, and muscle function. For example, a single week of an NAD booster was sufficient to restore key markers of muscle health in a 22-month-old mouse to levels similar to that of a 6-month-old mouse. That's roughly the equivalent of reverting the muscle health of a 70-year-old person back to when they were just 20. NAD boosters can also extend the lifespans of animals, presumed to be due to an elevation of sirtuin activity dependent on NAD. This longevity effect was first demonstrated more than 20 years ago in yeast cells. In overexpression of the genes involved in NAD synthesis extended replicated lifespans by as much as 60%. In the microscopic worm C. elegans, NAD-boosting compounds have been shown to extend lifespans by up to 16%. In mice, one NAD booster was able to extend lifespan by a more modest 5%, but this was accomplished even when supplementation was started late in life, which is unusual for longevity treatments. No wonder people are excited about all manner of NAD-boosting supplements. The big question is, do any of these health span or lifespan effects translate to benefiting humans? There are 4 major NAD-boosting supplements on the market these days: nicotinic acid, Na, also known as niacin; nicotinamide, NAM, also known as niacinamide; nicotinamide riboside, NR; and nicotinamide mononucleotide, NMN. NAD can also be given directly, as well as its hydrogenated form, NADH. There are also hydrogenated forms of NMN and NR, also known as dihydronicotinamide riboside. So there is quite the alphabet soup: Na, NAM, NMN, NR, NAD, NADH, NMNH, and NRH. And the body can also make NAD from scratch from the amino acid tryptophan. Given the critical nature of NAD, it is perhaps unsurprising that the body has so many different pathways utilizing a panoply of precursors. Converting tryptophan to NAD requires 8 steps, whereas Na, NAM, and NR can be turned into NAD in only 2 or 3 steps. NMN is a direct precursor of NAD, but when NMN or NR is taken orally, it appears to just turn into Na or NAM via rapid degradation in the bloodstream, or active conversion in the liver. So why take the more expensive NMN or NR if it's just going to end up as Na or NAM? But in bulk, Na or NAM would just cost pennies a day, versus more like $1 a day for NR or NMN. That would add up to hundreds of dollars a year for NR or NMN, compared to closer to only $5 for a whole year's worth of Na or NAM. But cost aside, what are the risks and benefits of all these NAD boosters? That's exactly what I'll cover next.